Hey, this is Chris, your friendly YouTuber. I've got some good news. I have made an appointment to talk to the Loudon Election Committee. So, I'm going to ask them questions on how Tennessee, it being such a small state and everything, got all its votes in, and how these high technology states have still not got their votes in. So I'm going to ask them several questions on the voting process and how it goes and why these states can't get their act together. I'm going to ask them about the fraud that's happened and what they think about it. I'm going to ask him all sorts of questions about different stuff. And I'm also going to try to get an interview with former state representative Jimmy Matlock. And I'm also going to try to get some interviews with some police officers around here in Loudon County. That way we can get their point of view on the whole situation, on the voter fraud and stuff like that, and see how they stand on the stuff. But I was just giving you the good news about that, and we were all talking about it. I took my wife to the nail salon, and I was talking to the little Vietnamese people that run the nail salon, and they were talking about China. China is what they're trying to hide, and that's why they want Biden in there, because he is for China. He is wanting China to be number one on all this stuff, and that is not going to happen. The little guy from the nail salon said that if Biden gets elected, he's moving back to Vietnam. And I told my wife, I said, if Biden gets elected, since she works at JTech, see if she can't put in for us to move to Tokyo to work, so she can work at JTech in Tokyo, and me and the kids can go roaming around Tokyo. But the main ordeal is China. China is trying to expand it into a global communism thing. It's going out, it's trying to take over Taiwan, Malaysia, the Philippines, and all that stuff. But the good thing about it is like in Guam we have a base, in Philippines the United States have a base, and Taiwan and all the other countries are working with our U.S. government. They have F-22s over there now, and F-35 Lightning IIs, and they've been running the the naval strike groups through there to let China know that that's still international waters, and it's a freedom of movement act that they're doing. And China is really pissed about it. There's a couple of different YouTube videos where it has pilots that are going through there and flying over the South China Sea, and China is threatening to send fighters to intercept them and stuff. but our real threat is China. They kind of snuck that in there to us by having Biden go on about free health care and taxing the rich 62% and free college and this, that, and the other. But if you look on some of his clips, he's like, China eating her lunch? Come on, man. China's good people and this, that, and the other. And that right there should have been a clue for us as Americans that he is friendly with China. Him and Hunter Biden have probably got companies over there. The little nail salon woman, she showed me a meme off from the internet where it shows the president of China or the emperor of China, whatever he is, with Biden on a leash. And that's what they're hoping for. And China has done pissed Russia off by Russia's done moving troops to the borders of China, and India's got troops at the border of China, and Russia's mad at China because China has took their fighter planes. They promised to order some, and they bought 3 or 4 of them and reversed engineered them, and then they bought some of the 400S missile systems, and they're trying to re-engineer those so that then they canceled the orders of arms from Russia. And so Putin and Russia is not happy with China right now. The best thing that we could do is team up with Russia, India, Taiwan, Malaysia, Indonesia, and all those countries, along with South Korea, and just surround China and tell them, you're going to stop your quest for world domination, or we will stop you. The whole world is together against stopping you. They're going to make some kind of move because they're running out of US dollars because all the US companies are leaving China. Their economy is starting to slowly go down, and they're going to need the US dollar to come back into China so that they can get their economy going once again. Mark my words on this, I called the election as it was they were going to be some kind of voter fraud, some kind of and the machines that had the malfunction that when you voted for Trump, it swapped it to Biden. The Clinton Foundation owns the company that makes those machines. Several other Democrats own them. I think Obama has some stake in it, and Nancy Pelosi, and could be Hunter Biden too, I'm not for sure, has stake in that company that made those machines that quote had glitches. And the Australian news called this too. When I told my wife that this election is going to go on for a long time because Trump's going to start out in the lead. Actually, I said Biden would start out in the lead because of early voting. But I didn't know they were going to hold the votes until the end, until they seen how much they needed for Biden to win. And then when I seen that they did that, I told my wife, I said, they're going to see how it goes on the election. And then when they figure out that Biden is behind, then all of a sudden these mail-in ballots are going to start being counted, and then Biden will take the lead. And then I told her that Donald Trump and his legal team will file an injunction and stuff, and we'll go to court, and it'll be a long while before we find out when and who truly won the election. It goes back to having the closed circuit election thing that I was talking about. That's all they need to do, is have it wired in so it just straight out goes out and goes straight to the Federal Election Committee, and you watch the votes come up, and then the states will, when the votes come in, the states will throw their electoral votes to whoever the population voted for. But this is just a teaser on what I'm going to be doing tomorrow and stuff. So this is Chris Palmer signing off from Tennessee, and hopefully we'll have a good interview tomorrow. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell.